welcome. This is a part 2 to a video I just made, an introduction to manifestation in a sense. And if you're interested, watch it, but otherwise this is going to be a standalone video. It will be, I suppose it's going to be a family of videos I am making on this topic, because this topic is so large in itself. I feel like it deserves more respect and more different angles to approach the same topic. And this is what we're going to talk about today. So, abundance, manifestation, and how this links together. First and most of all, I'm going to start off with a story which I have promised in the other video I'm going to do. So, get straight to it. One day, I was finding myself, and just listen to the story carefully, because I am already explaining the story how life flows. I find myself longing for a ottoman. I'm a designer, so obviously I am exposed to furnishings and objects and things to do with interior design and design in general. So I have no idea how this image came to me. I don't even know, because I don't really use any major kind of apps every single day. I don't know what I was looking at, but this image came to me, and I thought, oh, what a beautiful, simple, elegant ottoman it is. And I won't mention the name or the brand, because this is not about promoting a company. So, but in order for you to understand what happened, just imagine an ottoman with a cross leg at the front. And I understood that this particular ottoman would have to be designed in a way where it keeps balance. So, meaning if you have an ottoman bench and you sit on one end, you don't want it to tip over. So you want the cross leg to be so stable so that even if you sit on the end of the bench, it won't flip over. Meaning it had to be well designed. So I found the image and I found the company who makes this ottoman. But this item was overseas, and for me to import it into Australia, because I live in Australia, would have been around $3,000 just to import and just to have it transported to Australia. Plus, on top of it, I would have had to pay the taxes and the cost of the item in itself. So it became really unattainable in a sense. So if I want to desire this object, and let's say I want to bring it to manifest it in a way, and I would like to have it, then the cost, it did not worth the money I would have had to spend on it. So I simply left it and I put it aside. I thought, okay, it is what it is. I like it, but that's just because I like it, I don't have to have it, right? So I thought, if life wants me to have it, then I'm not just thinking it. I already have this feeling inside that life, if you want me to have it, it's beautiful, it would be great to have it. I already know where I would want to use it, but it's fine if I can't have it. And I left it to be, because I know that life will help me to have things if I need them, but never makes me feel that I am a lack. Life will never make you feel that you are somebody who is insignificant. Life's purpose is to pull you closer to itself all the time, so that you will understand that you are made out of abundance. And when you're hanging on to something, hoping that that something is going to give you a better identity than that little lack you feel, that's when you lost that understanding that life is nurturing you, life is loving you, and life wants to bless you. So you have to let it go and say, okay, I see that this is time for me to let it go. hand it to life. If I get it, I get it. If I not, it's fine too. Then something better will come along, because life loves me that much. Life cherishes me that much, that life wants me to have the best. So going back to the Ottoman, I left it. And but in a way, I found myself over and over that it's just the image would come. And every time the image would come, I thought, and I thought, that's odd. I already let this go, but I see this image again. I would wake up in the morning and then suddenly the image would come to me, or I would flip through some design options. I have been looking for a design project, and then suddenly I had the impulse of the Ottoman, and I thought, how odd this is. I welcome it. I am not pushing get away, and I'm sure that you had impulses in your life where you felt and you think, well, what is this about? And maybe you felt that you immediately dragged into thinking about the impulse, and you immediately felt, oh, now start finding yourself thinking about it. But in conscious living, we stop that. We don't immediately get sucked into every thought, and we don't keep adding more and more thought and creating a whole chain, and it runs away with you like you would be on a leash, like a dog is on a leash. So you don't let thought run away with you, but instead what you do is you stand back and you say, there is this again. I let life have this image again. But then one day, with this image came an impulse that I should reach out to a furniture designer and see if somebody can make this Ottoman for me. I thought, okay, I will do that. But by then, what I also have found is that other items I have started liking, and there became a collection of items which I thought it would be good to get this made in Australia. Primarily because it is not available in a store. Secondly, because I wanted to have locally made products. So I have reached out to a furniture designer, and I asked this person if he can make it for me, and he said, well, I can't make this specific Ottoman because we do not copy other people's design. And I absolutely love that. So that was already a tick for me. Yes, I want to work with this furniture designer, because I like the honesty and the integrity and the conscious attitude towards that we don't steal other people's design. And that's very important, that I did not want to have a piece of furniture in my home which I know that was stolen from somebody else's design. That if you want something, then go and buy it. That person who designed it and came up with it, they deserve the respect. This is why I don't like knockoffs and things like that. For me personally, I rather have something which is original, if I could have it. And if I can't have it, then I will see what the next best thing life brings me, instead of me trying to find a designer, furniture designer in this case, who will make a knockoff. That was not the case. Instead, I wanted a real original. So he said, no, I can't make it, but I can make it with the leg crossed at the end. So you will have the two crosses at the end. And I said, okay, I understand. I absolutely like that idea. Either way, I will have the two crosses. I just wanted the cross in the leg. I will go with that. So then I gave him all the list of furniture we wanted to design, and I came up with some ideas what I wanted. So he was very, very kind and very professional, knew his trade very well. So he took on the project. And the project was scheduled in 6 months' time, because it was lockdown here, so there was lots of delays, material-wise and so forth. So long story short, the project took longer than what I was initially estimated, but that was fine. And in the meantime, more and more ideas came. Another furniture idea came out. So then I found myself that there was a whole list of things this furniture maker was making for me. Once the furniture got delivered, and I am literally sitting on the bed which was made by him, And once the furniture got delivered, I accepted, even forgotten about this initial ottoman I wanted to have. Sitting one day in this very room, just quietly sitting, and a notion came to me saying, go to a very specific website and type in this original ottoman you wanted. I thought, that's odd. Why would I do that? This is an Australian website, not an American website where the ottoman would have came from. But I typed in anyway. And I couldn't believe it. Somebody already have imported the item into this country and had the ottoman and was selling it with a absolutely bargain reduced price of $150 instead of me have to pay $4,000 or plus, whatever that would have been, maybe even 5.5 by the time I got it here. And I couldn't believe it. So this person already had the ottoman for quite some time. He didn't want it anymore, maybe moving house, I don't know what was the story. And ottoman was in perfect condition. All I had to do is remove the upholstery. I got my upholsterer to remove it and put a fresh new fabric on the ottoman. So it was as if it would be brand new. It was, everything was about it brand new except the legs. So I ended up getting the exact ottoman I wanted at an absolute bargain price at the time where the rest of the house was beautifully furnished, so that I could match the ottoman to the exact fabric I needed to match with the rest of the furnishings. And I was just speechless. I was blown away of how this marvelously worked out. I even went back and I had a look at when did this person start advertising this ottoman, and it was actually quite some months ago, and nobody bought the ottoman. And not only that, I realized that if I would have gone and bought the ottoman straight away then, number one, I wouldn't have had the fabric to cover it because I did not make the selection of fabric for the rest of the furnishings yet. Number two is I wouldn't have ordered all these other furnishings, because once I have found this beautiful furniture maker and designer, that's when I realized that he's the one who can design all these other pieces for me. So do you understand how this whole flow is evolved, has evolved? Do you see it? How the initial impulse came to me, I let it go, it kept coming, kept bringing more other impulses with it, almost like a little gift. It came and deposited a gift, another gift, another gift, another idea, and the whole picture came, helped me to make the connection with the right person, helped me to get the process flowing. And then eventually, when everything was set, then the actual ottoman came itself. And in the process, I met some amazing people. As I said, I met the furniture designer. I developed a good relationship with my upholsterer, who then upholstered me who then upholstered other items for me as well, and I will definitely use him in the future for other projects. So do you see the connection here? Do you see how it's all integrated? So I told you the story, and I know that this have taken 15 minutes already. I'm looking at the camera. So, but the story in itself is a testimony, and that's what this video is about, a testimony. its testimony itself is showing you how life is flowing, how life is not a static thing. You don't just get what you desire, but it is a whole flow happening. There is a whole movement happening. And life doesn't forget. Life doesn't forget. Once I had all the other ottomans and all the other furnishings, I did not feel lack. I didn't say, oh, but I still lack this one thing. Didn't even occur to me. Didn't even think of myself I was lacking anything, because I looked at all this abundance, beauty was created for me. Not just the objects, but the collaboration I enjoyed, the how everything worked out, the dates, the little bits of details, the finances, every aspect of it worked out so beautifully. So what I am saying to you is that there is so many components of manifestation which has to go right, that there is no way that you can control it, and nor should you. That's not your role. Your role is to relax back into this flow, to be part of it, to allow it to flow in your life, and not to cling on things. Allow blessings to come and release their beautiful fragrance, and allow to see that you are more than just this strict, solid little me who doesn't have and wants and hopefully will get. You are more than that. Our life is more than that. We are fluent. Yes, our life is fluid and fluent. We are fluent. We touch each other. I touch you with my story. Your story will touch somebody else. And you know how funny it was? My furniture designer was telling the story of how not too long ago, now I don't know how many years this was, he himself dreamed to be a successful designer. And now he's doing major projects, large scale projects where people order large amount of furniture from him, simply because he's a man of character, integrity, and he does an amazing job. He doesn't try to copy somebody else. He's doing the best he can with what he have at hand. He's most creative with it. And the rest, he lets life guide him. And life has guided him in a beautiful way, and helped him to meet some amazing people. So I want that for you. Whatever you desire, whatever the connection is, I want that for you. Now I'm going to tell you a few more points, not necessarily examples, although I might come up with another testimony as well, but the whole point of this video is for you to understand that there is a bigger picture at play. And you cannot manipulate it, doesn't matter how much you try. You might end up getting things you want. Let's say you're kicking and screaming and you're manipulating people and you end up getting that thing you wanted. Or you might shame other people into giving it to you, but it will not bless you. Why? Because you will still end up being that lacking little me, except now you added manipulation to it. So you don't want to go there. Don't go there. And if you find that somebody is like that in your life and sucking your energy because constantly trying to manipulate you to give them stuff, then just say no. That's not what I want to be. I don't want to be manipulated. neither do I want to be manipulated. Neither do I want to be manipulated by lack, and nor do I want to be manipulated by somebody else's lack. So make an effort to say, I want to find out that I am an abundant being, and how does an abundant being lives? How does an abundant being experience manifestation? And the way abundant being experience manifestation is by understanding that you are part of the flow. And I know I'm in the danger of repeating myself, but that flow takes care of you. And you have to respect that flow. You have to respect it enough that you do not try to manipulate it. You do not try to take advantage of it. But you are allowing this flow to be your guide, allowing this flow to be what it is, the most magnificent power and the only true power in this universe. That's what you want. You want to be a respecting person and a respectable person. You want life to respect you right back. And life does. Life is amazingly caring, compassionate, and kind, and overflowing. It is always giving. It is always helping. It is always supporting you. And it wants you to be conscious of your identity as an abundant being, and it wants you to know that this life flow will not stop. You are made out of it. That's who you are. And another example I want to give you is that once you have got what you desire, look upon it with respect and remind yourself. Say, I see it. I go into that room where this ottoman is, and I respect it. I respect life. I respect that object that it was brought into my life. Not worship it. There is a difference between worshipping things than valuing the process, how it came to you, and then the presence it brings to you. This object or people or relationship or experiences are present to you. They're showing, so they are gifts, but also they are present. They're being in the present moment. They're showing you that you are part of a life flow. Honor that. So I look at this object and I say, thank you. Thank you, life. Thank you. And I know that this is not the only time it will happen to me, and I also know it's not the only time it had happened to me, because there is a vast variety of lists of things I could make and tell you. There's a vast variety of things I can put on that list and tell you that amazing number of experiences I had in my life, which simply came as the result of the flow, not because I was trying to grab something because I was lacking. To sum up, let me put it this way. What you are must remember. You are not alone. You are not excluded from the life flow. Life loves you, meaning life is one with you, gives itself completely to you. And doesn't matter where you are now, doesn't matter where you hope you want to be. What matters is the life you long to have, that abundance you long to know yourself. You can know it right now. This is what you have to remember. You can feel yourself as abundant, and abundance itself. You can feel that you are abundant and that you are abundance itself. Sorry that I'm repeating myself. You can feel yourself. that you are part of that life flow. Just listen to the noises outside, birds chirping, wind, rain. There's just life flowing everywhere. Abundance. I see it. Do you see it in your part of the world where you are? Abundance is everywhere, surrounding you, and you are right in the midst of it. Regardless of how you feel emotionally, still that is the truth. You are part of an abundant universe. You are part of an abundant world. And you are an integrated part, an important part. So feel that for yourself. And keep focusing on the things you already have, not the things you lack. Whatever that may be, whatever makes you happy. May that be a flower in your garden, a bird flying in front of your window, or a beautiful sky. Whatever you have, whatever experience you can say, wow, this is abundance. This is reflecting back to me that I know abundance. I am not so poor that I can't know abundance. I can know it, and I am it. So go from there. Start building yourself up and trust that life doesn't just respect one person and doesn't respect others. Life respects everyone. It's including you. And if life has been good to me, then life is good to other people as well, and it's including you. You don't need to crave. Don't go around craving what other people have. Instead, ask for the best for you, because you are unique. You want to have your unique best. You don't want to have what other people have. And if other people's things and experiences inspire you, that's fine. But you will still have it your unique way. Long for that. Your unique way. Remember that. I hope this was helpful, and I wish you a wonderful day. I'm going to do a few more videos on this topic, maybe today, maybe later on. If you're interested, or if you have any questions, let me know. Bye for now.